I'm kind of done with calamari because fucking octopus and squids are real damn smart, dude. Those animals are so damn smart.
They're so smart that they get captured.
What, you won't eat it because they're smart or because you have allergies?
I think octopuses are like one of the coolest animals in like out of all the animals in the sea. I think octopuses have like a high intelligence. I like them. They just get out of any situation you try to put them to. They know where the closest source of water is, even if they don't know where it's at. They can sense where the water is, which is fucking insane.
His head off in Japan.
Did you really?
Terrible.
Did you do the live
good.
octopus?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
It sounds awful.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for our third and final topic, this one's I don't know if this is out there and our people even know about it, but this year has been one of the lowest registry for armed military forces since, I guess, the Vietnam. Why do you think that people are not going out there and signing up to be in the military? It used to be like a popular choice for like educational purposes or financial purposes in your life. Like if you didn't have money or you was trying to get free education, like it was a thing to go sign up to be in the military. Everybody came out and bought a fucking charger and shit like that, or, it was like a thing to do. Right now it's a
the amount of military dudes I knew, they went in and immediately bought a fucking charger.
Yo, those dealerships must have had a name for them. Like,
dude, why do you think all the dealerships have all those American flags outside of them? You haven't noticed that? They want veterans. They're trying to get them veteran checks.
So, why do you think that right now that people are just not signing up to do this shit? Like, is it just because they found another way to make money, or it's just the economy is getting better for them? Like, what is it?
I think you have... Go ahead.
I would be curious if part of it is not that we're closer to World War III than we have been in a long fucking time, and maybe that's why people don't want to sign up, dude.
Yeah.
We're at a point in time where it's a very real possibility there could be some kind of global conflict that fucking breaks out. I mean, we are kind of in a global conflict right now. It's just a Cold War, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tensions in Taiwan are increasing as well.
Yep.
And China has already... The way Chinese is translated, though, is very weird because they say we're going to suffer severe consequences if we stand behind Taiwan. And the thing about Taiwan is they are a superconductor producer. They produce the most superconductors in the world. They produce 80% or some number like that, 70 or 80% of the superconductors in the world. If Taiwan gets taken over by China, and let's say China wanted to drive the price up of superconductors, they could do that, and with that one hand, be the richest country in the world, just because they can make the most superconductors. So we have a lot of...
They'll just go to South America and create superconductor places. But
I mean,
not that it'd be that easy, but
that's what I'm saying. If it was that easy, I think it would have happened already.
Yeah, no, I think it doesn't happen because it doesn't need to happen. Like, why would anybody go and create a factory to produce superconductors if Taiwan's already doing it for cheaper than what we're gonna do, for what other people are gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
But no, it'll fuck the world up for some period of time.
For some period of time. We will all feel it. The price of electronics are going to shoot through the roof. Your PlayStation 5 will be like $5,000.
And China's already doing this type of shit where like they subsidize all types of things in their country. So they'll like give a company money so that they could produce like steel. So then that company, because the government is funding them, they could charge less for that steel, and then they start putting all these other steel companies out of business because they're like, yo, we can't match these prices. Then they could slowly creep the prices up. Like, and then obviously China's raking in some of that money because they're, funding these places.
Yeah.
Or subsidizing these places.
Plus export taxes and business tax, all that fun nonsense, right? There's a lot of aspects to that. Yeah, I would honestly be surprised if that was if like that the concerns about the global state of politics is not some factor in people not signing up for the military.
I mean, like, it's not a thing. I don't know. I think people are starting to realize like some of this, like to join the military is probably not the best move. Like it's just like back then it was a thing to do. Like it was almost like a patriotic thing to do. Or like, cause my uncle joined the military. He did it for financial
you think
reasons.
back then it was the patriotic thing to do, because in your mind back then is 9/11, and so yeah, when the worst terrorist attack in the history of our country occurred, a lot of people joined the military. So like, because we were young when that happened, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like what you think about back then. But in Vietnam, there was a draft. They were forcing people to go to the military, so it was already not popular enough to conduct the war, and there was all these protests. A bunch of shit, a bunch of people not going into the military even though they were part of the draft. Well, I forgot what they called those people, but like the draft dodgers and shit like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the name.
Yeah, they're dodging the draft and shit.
It was considered un-American,
You
especially
go to
in
jail for that
Yeah,
shit.
you
World
would go
War
to jail.
II?
Yeah.
Do you know in World War II, people were lining up around the block? If you were a man and you weren't trying to get, it was like the cool kids club to go into the war and draft the war. If you weren't drafted into the war, you were considered like lame as fuck. Like a bitch ass nigga. Like you like really just lame. You aren't contributing to your country type shit. I bet America wants that type of shit back. They're just never gonna get it. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I have friends that have succeeded in the military. I have friends that have put in a lot of times and not succeeded in the military and have gotten discharged and shit like that over petty bullshit because they didn't want to like continue that. Basically, if you work a certain amount of time in the military, you're gonna get paid basically for life. Once you get out, you're always going to have that military check. You put 40, 50 years into the military, you're going to come out of there never needing to worry about anything. And some people, they don't want to let reach these places in the different arms of the military forces. I had a friend from high school, rest in peace to him. He stepped on a landmine and during the war in Afghanistan, and he passed away. It was some of us have ran into him in school, possibly. And rest in peace to him. After I've been propagandized by so many people. I've been propagandized by the conspiracy theorists. I've been propagandized by the news media. I've been propagandized, you know what I mean? And then you don't really know what the truth is and what is this a just cause? Is it, you know what I mean? Basically, they want you to enter the military. Did you hear? This is something that I also heard. Now, when you get off of the bus and for what's it called? Basic training, they don't yell at you anymore.
Really?
They don't yell at you anymore. That shit is
a
traumatic, bro. A lot of these people come back broken.
My uncle came back with like PTSD. This nigga you'll make a noise, he'll wake up reaching for his gun. That shit's a little weird.
A lot of people have come
weird,
back.
It's sad.
It's PTSD. Some people have had to kill people. I had another friend who was a chopper gunner, and he blew up a stationary. It was like a truck with a stationary gun on the back of it, and he blew it up. And he's like, that kind of fucked me up. Watching, me killing these people.
Oh, okay. It just sounded like he blew up a truck and it fucked him up. Like it's just
you got the 50 cal, and that shit is just donezo.
I know, but I'm saying the way you said it was like, he just blew up a truck. I'm like, were there people in the truck? Like, how did that fuck him up? Like, I was trying to figure it out, but you said he killed people. That's okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot that goes into
causing
it.
Explosions where people live tends to kill people.
Yeah. I mean, shit, they're finding that even the UAV pilots that are piloting drones are not, they're not pointing a gun at someone directly. They're getting PTSD. Like it's,
Yep.
It's a
Bro.
it's a heavy fucking thing. You're a soldier. Your job is to kill. Like that's what it really comes down to.
That's what you
I
sign
was
up
reading
for.
What?
That's what you sign up for. It's in there. Like,
I mean, sort of.
once you sign that contract, you're the government's property.
Not
You're not. You're
everyone-
owned.
Not
People
everyone
don't sign up going,
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get PTSD. There's not people are signing up to get the college, the pay, the pension, the benefits. They're signing up for all of those things, not necessarily knowing that the PTSD comes with all that stuff.
I agree.
I was
I
reading
agree.
that one of the I don't know, one of the like military like top officials or whatever, they were commenting that a reason for the low numbers is a lot of people don't want to come out fucked up. Like
And we're starting to get a better understanding of this shit, right? And
Right,
you're starting to hear about more of your buddies and your friends that were in the military. You're starting to get more of those stories. I mean, back in the day, they called it shell shock,
Yeah.
and shell shock also had kind of this connotation of like, he just can't cut it. He's just not soldier
Yeah.
material and shit
He
like
wasn't
that.
man enough to take what he. It was terrible, bro. A lot of the people who made it through wars, they come back and question why they're even there. They're like, none of my friends survived. Why am I here?
Yeah.
And it's like that's a crazy thing to think of, like, because you survived.
No, they'll
and you're
come back.
still-
They'll come back and think like these people have no fucking. They come back almost with a little bit of hate towards the civilians here. They'd be like you're out of you don't feel like you're a part of the country almost. You feel like these people have no fucking. They have no respect. They are fucking.
I mean, they're civilians. They're not trained in war.
I know, but I'm
this is
saying
a
their
process-
mindset is like that though. It's like they're just traumatized as fuck. They even when they go back to their families, right? They're sitting there like, you have no idea, nothing. Like I lost brother. Like they would consider those people out there who are shoulder to shoulder you, shooting it up and protecting your back. They're more family than the family they have there, because it's like, bro, like this person's willing to die for me. There's no closer bond than that. So when you lose that person out there, that's gonna fuck you up bad. It's like, for us, it's like losing a brother. That's how it is for them out there. They just met these guys. They built a relationship for months.
The
And
worst part is the war will be done and they'll kill themselves. And states like being a civilian, the war's over, but not for them. Like the
Never for
battle
them.
just started when they came home.
There's a famous quote that said for a soldier, I'm gonna fuck it up, but it's pretty much saying like for a soldier, they're only at peace when they're dead. The war is over when they die. That's when the war is over for them. And that's kind of deep, because it's like, even like the war could be over, but you're still fighting the war inside. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's like a fucked up way to look at it, but that's kind of the truth for some of these guys. It's like, bro, no matter what, like
The way I see
easy.
it.
It won't be easy.
Unless we have people at our shore coming to fight us, I'm not joining the military.
It'll be
You know
too
what I
late
mean?
by then. What do you mean?
I mean, that's the only time if we're getting attacked stateside, that's probably the only time I'll be like, okay, it's my time. I have to defend my block. 149. I'm gonna be like Chief Keef with the 2 submachine guns. I'm gonna be out there, nigga.
That's not
These
even-
niggas ain't taking my block.
I don't even think that's
The
even-
49, they ain't coming to the 49 with that.
I don't think.
I want to see Doey to storm in a fort wearing his Timbs with the 2 submachine guns.
There's gonna be like another Chaz. He's gonna lead a militia.
I don't even think that shit's even like funny at that point, because it's like you're saying you're not gonna join until they're at our land. By the time they land, it's too late. Like you had to have, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like
then
it's-
I'm gonna join when it's too late.
Nah,
That's what I
mean. Wars last
Wait,
years. What
Wait,
are you
was
talking about?
wait was the
No, I'm
question
saying
like when?
for what he said.
Oh, okay, I thought there was like some question of like when would we join the military? or
When
something
would
like
you
that.
guys join the military?
I'm
When
not
would you
gonna
guys
join the
feel like
military.
it
at
would
all.
be. I'm with Doe. It'd be when I have to. Like,
Yeah.
when,
Yeah, I would-
when
I
my
would-
family's in danger from other people, then I'll go and fight. But
No, I
till
would
then-
never. I would never voluntarily join the fucking military.
Yeah, neither would I.
I don't want any of the praha that goes along with that. I don't want any of that nonsense.
Look
Like, I
at the
don't
way the VA treats its veterans.
Yeah, I
Look
know.
at you can't even get appropriate medication. You can't get appropriate therapy, anything for anything.
Wasn't there just
I think any VA should just automatically get free health care, free fucking help, like, or something where along the line where it's just they don't got to pay shit.
wasn't there just a bill that was denied in the House, like voted like, or
Yes.
all the Republicans voted against this bill in the
Yes.
fucking House or something?
Yes.
It was like expanding the VA to take care of like some veterans that were exposed to like some toxins or whatever. Again, it's just so hypocritical. Like everybody was so up in arms about how disrespectful like Colin Kaepernick was for taking a knee. But then all these piece of shit Republicans block a bill to protect, literally a bill that's there to help veterans live a more healthy life.
Well, you see, when Colin Kaepernick took the knee, he really he fucked over so many veterans, and they just
Colin
lost their health
Kaepernick.
care.
So disrespectful.
They lost their health care immediately the second that his knee touched that ground. Every time he touched the ground, a million veterans. No, I'm fine.
1,000 veterans fucking spontaneously
Papa John
combusted.
said one N-word for every knee he took, okay?
This is this is wild ass take.
Papa
right now.
John's lost his company because of that.
That's what happens
Good
when
for
you're
him.
ignorant. Fuck
Yo,
that. Fuck
you
that
seen
bitch.
seen how rich that guy is? You seen his house? It's fucking it's insane. That guy is insanely rich.
Well, I hope
I'm reading.
I hope he keeps eating 10 pizzas every day until he dies, or whatever the fuck that he said. About
reading-
eating all those pizzas.
I'm reading this thing to where they're saying right here that that like the amount of veterans that actually need help out here that have that suffer and committing suicide and shit, that the suicidal rate's going to increase because of the amount of help that they're not receiving,
Yeah.
and that's due because of them not passing that bill and stuff. For me, it's like what would it take? Like what
Yo,
like,
take $1 trillion from the industrial complex and put it into some sort of help for after the military stretch. That's what I think would be the best. Take that big chunk of military complex money that we have all year, take just a fraction of it, and then put it towards helping out veterans and afterwards, and any help that they would need in between.
Yeah, I mean,
And tax the church.
$1 trillion is a
Oh,
lot.
tax the church all day.
you better
$1
watch out.
trillion
The
is way
Vatican's
more.
coming.
Well, not way more, but $1 trillion is more than the military budget.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's like they like this year they're gonna spend $780 billion. It's a lot of fucking money, but you can't take $1 trillion away from that. You'll be negative.
They couldn't go off of what they have for 1 year. They got reserves. They got fuel in the backup. They got some fuel in the
The
backup.
military is the biggest fucking like. Honestly, the socialists and the communists, they should love that shit. It's the biggest like federal jobs guarantee that the United States has. Like, it's just unlimited jobs. Go to the military. Like, it's there. You get paid no matter what. Like,
The military's
this is
never
crazy.
not hiring.
They're never
Yeah,
not
fact.
hiring. It's like every citizen could just join the military. Nah, it'll collapse, but there's some point, but we ain't close to it. I don't think a lot more people could be in the military, and we'd support it.
I'm serious. Tax the fucking church, man. Tax all the churches.
I had a family member go through the basic training. He went through the CS gas training, and it infected his lungs. And he got emphysema on a part of his lung, and they had to cut a part of his lung off
God damn.
just because he went through basic training.
That shit is no joke. That CS gas that they
The
do.
CS gas is terrible, bro.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
make
but
you walk.
A buddy of mine was telling me that they were doing one of those drills, and like his drill sergeant, I guess, came into the room like while they were like prepping to go in there, and he dropped the fucking grenade on the ground, and it was like, and now you got 30 seconds to get on your chemical gear, whatever the fuck it is.
Have you ever wondered how they train medics and patching blood and wounds? They take live animals out to the field and they shoot the live animals and they say, patch that wound.
What?
Is that a real thing? I need to see
Yep.
the. I need to see the documentation.
cool.
on
Yeah.
that.
That
They
sounds
take
I mean, I don't know how that
Pigs.
fucks
They
anybody
take-
up, but that's a cool way to teach someone like
Man, that
like
I,
on the spot traumatic situation. Fucking do it right now. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
I would imagine-
I didn't even think about that.
I would imagine they're not saving all those animals though. Like, I can't.
No, that's a fact. They should do it to like
Shoot them in the leg.
they should do it to like a cow or a pig, because then you can just eat it if they die. So it's not, you're not really wasting it.
No, we're not fucking with cows. Cows like music. Cows can enjoy music. If you have the capability to enjoy music, we shouldn't be eating you.
That's
Are
fucking
you done eating
hilarious.
beef?
I haven't had beef since I got back from my trip.
Wow, they get
I'm
that
gonna be
one.
honest. It's gonna scare you how many animals love music, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I can't eat anything."
Dude,
All these animals are jamming out.
Yeah,
I'm kind
right,
of done with
bitch.
I'm kind of done with calamari because fucking octopus and squids are real damn smart, dude. Those
I
animals are
won't eat it.
so damn smart.
They're so
won't
smart
eat
that
it.
they get captured.
What, you won't eat it because they're smart or because you have allergies?
I think octopuses are like one of the coolest animals in like out of all the animals in the sea. I think octopuses have like a high intelligence. I like them. They just get out of any situation you try to put them to. They know where the closest source of water is, even if they don't know where it's at. They can sense where the water is, which
I
is
bit an
fucking insane.
octopus's head off in Japan. It was
Did you really?
terrible.
Did you
It
do the
wasn't
live
good.
octopus?
I didn't like it. I didn't
It's
like it.
it sounds awful.
It sounded. It was.
That fucking that scene
was a
from
big
Old
mush.
Boy. The scene
Yeah,
from
I
Old
would-
Boy where he's got that fucking octopus in his mouth and the
Yeah.
tentacles.
They had to film that 3 times. What you watched, he ate 3 different octopus.
He's
Octopi?
I think he's a Buddhist too. So like he ate that for the scene, but he does not eat fucking animals otherwise.
What the fuck?
That's
I did
wild.
not know that. Buddhists can't eat animals?
I mean, I think in theory the Buddhists don't eat
I don't know if
living things.
it's all Buddhists or what, but I know there's certain sects or denominations, or I don't know what the fuck they call them, but they live a lifestyle where they won't harm a fly. Like
Yeah.
all animals, all life is sacred.
I didn't know that. It's a fun fact.
I mean, think about it. Everything has a purpose. Even though mosquitoes are fucking annoying as fuck, they have a purpose.
Mosquitoes
Nah,
have no
mosquitoes-
purpose.
mosquitoes have no purpose.
my
Fuck
nigga.
mosquitoes.
That was
No,
the
their
word.
purpose is to spread disease and bring the population down.
No.
Okay. You don't remember the scene in Anger Management where the Buddhist, one of the guys turned into a Buddhist and he was like all peace and he wouldn't hit nobody, won't fight no more. But then they just pissed him off and he started. No,
I didn't see
I
that.
do not remember that.
that was funny.
I mean,
Adam Sandler goes to confront his old bully, but his old bully is like a peaceful monk now.
oh, to
How do
fight
you not
him,
watch
right?
Anger Management?
To fight? No, I remember it now. Well, a little bit. He went to court. They fucking told him, and he had to go to everybody and fucking like try to like ask for forgiveness, I guess, to change. But I don't remember that scene.
Yeah,
I think I only ever saw that
it's the
movie
main
once.
character from Dewey Cox. He's a Buddhist monk, and Adam Sandler pisses him off to the point where he just starts destroying the monastery and chasing him down, trying to fuck him up. It was hilarious.
John C. Riley.
I love John C. Riley, bro.
I don't remember that shit. That's weird.
What a talented actor, bro. He doesn't get his fucking his
Dude,
flowers enough.
He does some crazy shit too. You remember that shit that he used to do with the Tim and Eric show?
Yes.
That crazy
Yes.
professor with the fucking crazy, like the hair.
Yeah.
That's where the awesome GIF comes from. The mind blown.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. It was a derailment of hell.
we never plugged the pod once again.
Plug it in. We're on Discord. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. We're on IG. Subscribe. Share us. We're out here.
We are at this moment in time 11 subscribers away from 300, which would be our next milestone.
That's
so
insane.
That's fantastic.
give us that sub. Let us hit 300. We want to start doing like some giveaways or something when we're hitting these milestones. I got a bag full of our first round of stickers. I'll send some stickers your way. We'll figure out some way to do that. Maybe I'll get a PO box.
Matter of fact, yeah, we should do some shit like that, where we fucking get like little cups or something with our logo and just Give it to the fans.
Mhm.
Whoever commented first on this or come up with a great thing, share it off. Something. Put it on like it.
We'll figure out something. We'll
Put your
start
hates
doing something, I
everything.
think.
No, I'm not the first person to comment. It's gonna be a bot at some point. Like,
It's gonna,
We're just gonna
it's
have
gonna
a
be
bot.
It's gonna be Mr. Jeep. Do you remember when he was commenting first on all our videos for a while?
That's crazy.
I'll just give that shit to him in person next time he comes up. He's coming up next weekend.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you stuck with us this long in the show, this deep, we're at that 2-hour mark, baby. If you stuck with us this far, I appreciate you, man. Hit the like button, share us. Like I said, we appreciate you guys watching. You guys, we do this every week because you guys actually watch and listen and comment. And and we love doing it too. But keep sharing us, man. We need the subscribers. That way we can continue to do this. We don't want to be stuck at 300, 400 for 3 years. That's not a good look.
Yeah, no, our main goal here is 1,000. We want to be able to monetize. We want to be able to push our podcast out there. So at the end of the day, the real number is 1,000. And then we can see what the next step of this podcast looks like.
Yeah, I might actually have to hire real people.
I think the next step is 500, and then we start making our merch. Maybe we start making our merch before that, though. I don't know. Let us know if you would wear some One Up Podcast merch.
Yeah, well, that'd be fire. We'll make some bikinis, some swim shorts, fucking tank tops, fucking hats, shorts,
some Speedos, some banana hammocks.
Damn.
We could sell
some flip flops that have socks pre-installed in them
some 1-Up tampons,
for
1-Up
boofing.
pads.
cock rings.
Yeah, the 1-Up cock ring.
Man, that'd be a great
We'll be your
one-up
little
Viagra.
buddy there. We'll be your little buddy there, just willing you along as you're trying to put in your work. You know?
It'll say motivational phrases as you're like thrust.
Oh,
Your girlfriend would wonder what was different this time. It felt much better.
This time you were a 1-Up slut.
This time you was a real one-up slut, yeah. But as always, people, go one-up yourself. Peace.